very special anniversary celebration was marked earlier this week for Easterseals. And my guest who was with me on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline this morning is the CEO of Easterseals, New Jersey. And as you know, I've been a supporter and a volunteer with Easterseals for many, many years. And it's great to welcome Brian Fitzgerald back to WCTC this morning. Brian, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Good, Bert. I'm doing great, and thank you for this opportunity.
Always a pleasure, Brian. Wonderful people with Easterseals, New Jersey, who I've had the privilege of knowing and volunteering with for so many years. And this is big news, this 100th anniversary of Easterseals. It's not only here in New Jersey, but this is a nationwide celebration that's happening, right?
Yes, there are 70 affiliates across the country that are celebrating 100 years of creating opportunities for adults and children with disabilities to live their lives to their best ability.
Are we seeing more of a demand, Brian, in recent years for the just priceless services that Easterseals offers?
We are seeing increases particularly in individuals with autism, and we're seeing an increase in services for people with serious mental illness. The causes we're not sure, other than just better identification of diagnosis these days, and people with serious mental illness, the willingness to overcome the stigma and getting services and support.
And what I've noticed, Brian, in my years of working with you and you're just amazing staff that we have here in New Jersey, is that the number of adults who rely on Easterseals just for day-to-day things. I go to events all the time, and I see families of adult children who are there. And Easterseals and working with families, it's a lifetime connection. I don't know if people just realize, they think after a certain point, Easterseals or whatever just turns their back and walks away and leaves you for somebody else. It's not like that at all. Easterseals provides services for kids, for adults, regardless of their age, right? That's how it works?
Yes, we work with from children to seniors, and we basically are helping them to live their lives in the community. So we provide housing services, we provide care management that allows them to continue to receive services, and as they face different issues in their lives, Easterseals is there to support them.
And the work is just incredible, and I've gone to so many events over the years with Easterseals, whether it was walks at MetLife Stadium or events with Rutgers or hosting your gala every year, which is something I'm really proud and really happy to do. But the work is just incredible there that is done by Easterseals. And it's about work opportunities, too. People that have opportunities to do work and have a job to go to and get a paycheck every week. And I talk to people that are in work programs with Easterseals. They never have a bad day at work, Brian. It's amazing. They love to go to work and just accomplish something and get paid for the work they do. And getting people in the workforce is another important aspect of what Easterseals does, right?
Yes, it is. There's a high rate of unemployment for people with disabilities, and they have the same aspirations as we do in terms of being able to earn a paycheck, contribute to their lives as well as to our society, and that many of them are wanting to work and willing to work. It's just finding those opportunities and finding employers that are willing to look at people with disability as a resource rather than a liability, and to give them the chance to prove that they can do the job.
And what I also admire about the people, Brian, that are in the work programs with Easterseals, I mean, to you and I, a task might seem menial. It's like, this is it. This is all you do all day. But for the people that are involved in these programs, and I've had the privilege of at the gala when they receive these special work awards, they never miss a day. They're always on time. They work the overtime. They put in extra hours whenever they need to. Never complain about having a bad day on the job. They just love having an opportunity and know that they're making a difference and making a contribution. And it kind of like when I see this happen, Brian, it kind of pushes the reset button for me. Like, you know what? These are people that are just so proud and so pleased to feel like they belong somewhere. And sometimes I think people take that for granted, Brian. It's kind of sad to see.
Yes, I think in terms of you want passionate employees that enjoy doing what they're doing. People with disabilities have that skill and asset because they really appreciate the opportunity to work because they realize how hard it is to find.
Yeah, and for the people that are employing the people through Easterseals, and it's company owners all across New Jersey, and some of them I know personally, Thank you so much, just really for the difference that you made in the lives of New Jersey families and continue to do so. So you thought the first 100 years was great. I can't wait for what the future of Easterseals is all about. And are there things planned on the horizon, Brian, maybe expanded services or getting involved in some other things where Easterseals is going to continue to grow and flourish, not only in New Jersey but around the country?
Well, what we're looking to do is to improve the access to health care for people with disabilities, that they, particularly people with serious mental illness, they tend to die 25 years younger than the general population. Some of that is a combination of medication and their issues in terms of lack of healthy lifestyle. So we want to improve that lifestyle by increasing their opportunity to have access to care, as well as what we call social determinants, which is make sure that they have housing, make sure that they have good nutrition, and kind of improve that situation. The other area we're interested in is there's an estimate of about, in New Jersey, 80,000 people with disabilities seeking affordable housing. So we want to focus on trying to improve their capability. As our lieutenant governor once said recently, is that housing is health. If you don't have a place to live, then basically all other kind of health care, is not as successful, because person is struggling to have a place to live can't really take care of their health.
She's right. And she's 1,000% right. Yeah.
And then the other thing we're looking at is working with hearing loss and deaf community and trying to improve their employment opportunities as well.
Wow.
So those are some of the things we're focused on for the future.
All right. Terrific stuff, Brian. And still headquartered, statewide services, still headquartered in East Brunswick, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. If someone's interested in volunteer opportunities or the programs, how do they do? What do they do?
What they should do is go to our website, eastersealsnj.org, and just go on there, and that will help them in terms of identifying how they can volunteer, or if they would like to contribute to our mission. We would appreciate that very much.
Terrific. Brian, thank you, and congratulations on this 100th year celebration, and I'm looking forward to great things going forward with Easterseals New Jersey. So thank you for the time this morning, and greatly appreciate it, and my best to the entire staff, okay?
Thank you, Bert, and we appreciate all your support through the years, and we look forward to working with you in the future.